Matrix Path of Neo is a very interesting video game, if I have to say so myself. Even though it's not perfect, there are some interesting, entertaining levels in this game. It follows Neo, like, well, you could play as Neo, like you always wanted to since entering Matrix. But despite all flaws this game has, I think it's still a worthy playthrough. I have to say, Shine Entertainment did a decent job making this video game 15 years ago. You see, you play as Neo and it follows the trilogy and the path that Neo takes, hence the title. Plus, you have a few extra scenes in this video game, such as the train scenes you see in the first film. They uh, allude to it in the film, but actually in the video game you can play it. Some very interesting levels there. You can play through the Bury Brawl, the fights from the second film, and it is a video game. I say it does have its issues, especially the ending. Seriously, a giant robot comprised of Agent Smiths. What in the world were they thinking? That shit don't make no sense whatsoever. I get it. They wanted to avoid the ending of the Matrix Revolutions, when Neo gives up. That wouldn't translate at all to a video game, but still, it could have done something a lot better than do a giant robot. Nonetheless, though, this game also has some other issues, such as the voice acting is not great. Keanu Reeves don't even lend his voice for Neo. Understandable. I guess he didn't want to do this video game project. But one thing I will have to say is that if I remember correctly, I think Lawrence Fishburne does the voice of Morpheus. He does a decent job here. But other than that, this video game is very entertaining in several aspects. It's boring. There's a few levels in this game, especially towards the middle part, where he's like, how does this tie in to the whole Matrix trilogy? Not a bad game, but it could have been a lot better for it turned out to be. Now, unless someone knows the Matrix trilogy forward and backwards, and they would play this video game, they'd be confused because the cutscenes are awful. It shows bits and pieces of the Matrix trilogy, but unless you know the whole three films, then you're not gonna know what the hell's going on. I mean, I can understand why some people outright hate this game. I mean, graphically, the graphics ain't that great, but it's not horrible either. The music is done real well. And the fighting system, it is cool. A lot of moves you see Neo do in the movies, you can perform those moves in this video game. I think this was, for a lot of Matrix fans, the video game they was hoping for when Aaron Matrix had released 2 years prior, where you could play as Neo in the trilogy events. But it's kind of left to well, left to interpretation where it could be like a lot better for what it turned out to be. Now, personally, I think this game is alright, but it has issues, obviously. But I will say this: it's not as horrible as Aaron Matrix is. I'm giving this video game a 7 out of 10. Now, what I was really disappointed with this game is that there was not any flying levels in this game. Seriously, what the hell? Neo could fly in the movie, so why we couldn't get a level like that in this video game? And another thing, 2/3 of this game is comprised of the first two movies. In fact, the only thing for the third film they put in this game was the fight between Agent Smith and Neo. So, and that's like before they did that ridiculous ending of this game. Nonetheless, though, I don't think this game's awful. It could have been much better for it turned out to be, but for a Neo game, it is well worth a playthrough. Now, honestly, more polish would help this game a lot better, better graphics, maybe some better gameplay. Not everything in this game clicks, but it works. And as a video gamer, then that's all a lot of us ever want at the end of the day. It's a compelling, entertaining game. Not the best video game that I probably ever played, but it's decent in my opinion. And that's my review of The Matrix Path of Neo. Okay, leave your comments down below in the section and let me know what you think about this video game. Do you like it, hate it, or in the middle? Do you think this game is better than Aaron Matrix? Or do you think Aaron Matrix is a better overall game, considering that's a original story, it doesn't follow like the films? If they would have worked on this game probably like for another year, it probably could have been one of the best sci-fi action video games out there, but it ended up just being decent. Alright, this is Film Guy 172 saying peace out.